Welcome to this broadcast at TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. We got a good one for you. Tallahassee Community College versus Gulf State College. The Commodores. Eagles are 3-0 against Gulf Coast State this season, looking to extend their win streak from 6 to 7. And Brett, don't we have a good one here? Eagles trying to maintain control here in the Panhandle Conference.
Yeah, entering round 4 of the Panhandle Conference regular season schedule. It's a big one here. It's only 4 games remaining. It's so tight at the top of the Panhandle Conference with Tallahassee and Chipola up there fighting for first place. But a big week for Tallahassee coming off of their week-long break. L. Ellis named National Player of the Week. Huge honor for the sophomore guard.
And we'll step aside here as you listen to the starters come about. But yes, Eagles in the lead here in the Panhandle Conference, 10-2 overall, 10-2 in the conference, 16-2 overall. So that's all we got here for right now. We'll step aside as Rob Cheney gives us the starters for tonight's game.
Welcome to Tallahassee Community College and Bill Deep Rock Eagle Dome for today's Panhandle Conference men's basketball game between the Gulf Coast State College Commodores and your Tallahassee Community College Eagles. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Gulf Coast State, starting at guard, number 0, Devontae Cook. Starting at guard, number 3, Jenny Pierre-Louis. Starting at guard, number 11, Kaylin Marzette. Starting at forward, number 1, Derek Hardy. And starting at forward, number 5, Katie Hall. Head coach for Gulf Coast State is Phil Gaffney. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Tallahassee Eagles. Starting at guard, 6-foot sophomore from Evansville, Indiana, number 1, D'Angelo Ware. Starting at guard, 6'3" sophomore from Durham, North Carolina, number 3, L. Ellis. Starting at guard, 6'5" sophomore from Miami, Florida, number 5, Tyler Poindexter. Starting at guard, 6'6" sophomore from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, number 22, Sean Walker. And starting at forward, 6'6" sophomore from the Bronx, number 13, Jeremiah Kendall. Assistant coaches for Tallahassee are Noah Croak, TJ Cox, and Dalmar Ali, and the head coach for the Eagles in his second season, Zach September.
We're just about ready to get underway. The TCC Eagles versus the Gulf Coast State Commodores. As we mentioned earlier, TCC 3-0 this year. They struggled last year against Gulf Coast State, went 1-3 and lost in the Region 8 championship game in the state tournament. They're looking to avenge last season's struggles with a sweep this season and continue their streak. That sits at 6 straight wins. Your starting lineup for the Eagles: L. Ellis at guard, D'Angelo Ware, Sean Walker, Tyler Poindexter, and Jeremiah Kendall tipping it off. And Gulf Coast State will take over to start. With the handle is Devontae Cook. Cook hands it off to Jamie Pierre-Louis. Back over to Cook. Finds it inside the Hall. Pierre-Louis gets the pick and roll, passes it inside to Harden. Harden shuffles his feet, throws it cross court to Hall. Hall back to Pierre-Louis. 3 at the buzzer, doesn't touch anything, and it'll end up into the hands of Ware. He takes a quick step, puts it off the window and in.
Great move from D'Angelo Ware there.
He is just so quick. And now the Eagles lead 2-0. Quick shot, and the jumper is good by Marzette.
Yeah, that was a quick possession for Gulf Coast State. The first possession, though, Eagles did a great job forcing him to use all 30 seconds. Still couldn't even get a good look off as the shot clock expired. Here's a 3 from Poindexter. Misses.
Just comes off long, and A good find there by L. Ellis. We'll see Gulf Coast State with the 1-point lead, looking to add to it. Pierre-Louis over to Hardin. Now Cook. Cook driving in. Push it over into the corner. Pierre-Louis over to Marzette. He's going to hoist another one. And out of bounds off of they say Kendall. Hardin was in the area for Gulf Coast State.
Look how quickly the Eagles close down whoever's on the ball when they're on defense, forcing the Commodores to really only get 3-point looks. And they're going to have to shoot really well tonight if they're going to want to keep up.
Quick three comes up short. One-handed rebound. Walker, he gets fouled by Marzette. And inbounding it will be Walker. We'll see that Coastal Chaos full court pressure. Actually, they'll back off here and fall into man. Ellis gets the ball screen from Kendall, pulls it back out on the right wing. Now Walker at the top of the key. Slings it inside and poked away by Hardin. Cook brings it up the court, drives in, throws it off, and kicked out of bounds by Kendall. But do they say it was an offensive foul? I thought that was out of bounds off of TCC.
No, I think whoever's on the floor, I believe that was Devontae Cook for Gulf Coast State. It might have hit him when he was laying on the baseline.
He could have fallen on the baseline before he let it go. Okay. 3-2 the score. Ellis on the left side, swings it into Kendall, one-on-one. Out to Walker. Walker pump fakes, drives in. Poindexter, the right wing three, yes!
Now it poked loose. That one was poked loose by Jeremiah Kendall. D'Angelo Ware bringing it up the floor. Looking for a passing option, finds Poindexter in the corner.
Kendall with it, spins, puts it up, and rejected there by Roman Wilson.
Wilson, the 6'10" forward. Real defensive prowess for Gulf Coast State.
This is Damani Thomas. Thomas driving in on Walker, kicks it out to Marzette.
Great double team there in the corner.
Yeah, it looks like he almost stepped on the line. The shot won't go. Poked out by Kendall. Marzette gets the offensive rebound. 3 by Wilson. Way off, and a rebound by Walker. Walker brings it up, and we'll hand it to Ellis.
Great defense there until the shot went up. When that shot goes up and comes off the rim, can't be ball watching. Got to go for the rebound there.
Ellis kicks it out. Kendall, he'll try a three. Comes off. A rare three opportunity and a foul on Kendall there.
That's one of those situations. He comes in very aggressive there, going after the rebound. I don't know how much contact there was there for that loose ball, but when you run in like that, at that speed and at that size, sometimes the officials are more likely than not to blow the whistle.
Yeah, and if you're Kendall, maybe you don't need to do that in that situation. I think he was just a little bit overly aggressive.
We made it 4 minutes into the game before Coach Setembre's jacket comes off.
Steal by Kendall, so he makes it up, and Ellis will move it up in transition, trying to get it going before Gulf Coast State gets it. Oh, what a pass there by Poindexter. Poindexter up and under, just comes off, and a rebound by Gulf Coast State. But you could see Ellis trying to push the envelope there and get Gulf Coast State out of whack there on defense. And the steal by Ware will not matter, as, let's see what number that was. I believe it's Javon Mayo stepped out of bounds. (15:32). 5-3, your score. Eagles on top by 2 Poindexter with a 3. That gave the Eagles the lead. Still early on here. This one swung into Kendall. That's about the 3rd dangerous pass we've seen into Jeremiah Kendall. Really trying to force it into him here early. I think that they believe they have a nice mismatch down low. Hand off to Ellis. Ellis over to Walker. Golazada pump fakes. Swings it over. Walker, 3. Oh, it's deep.
And those two can play it back and forth. That's Amir Golazada and Sean Walker. They're both lethal from 3. Creates a lot of good looks.
Pierre-Louis getting hounded by Ellis. Oh, this is some great defense here. All over Pierre-Louis. Now pulling it back. Wilson. All around awesome defense here from Walker and Ellis. And the shot will not go. Rebound by Kendall. Here comes Ellis. Ellis drives, kicks it. Golazada, pump fake, step back 3. Ooh, just off. And it'll be a long rebound by Gulf Coast State. I think Golazada probably could have taken that one right away. Didn't need the ball fake as Gulf Coast State hits the floater. 3-point game.
Yeah, the possession before you saw Golazada use that ball fake to set up Sean Walker. Could have set up himself there. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but you're right. He could take that first time.
Now back to Golazada. Looking for someone to free up, and now it'll be Ellis. Ellis spinning, puts up the deep 2, and just rattles off a tough shot. Now one-on-one, good defense there by Golazada going straight up. It'll end up in the hands of Gulf Coast State on the second chance, and no one home. Now 8-7 the score. Just a little unfortunate the ball pinballed around and didn't end up in the hands of an Eagle there. Ellis gets the screen. No one comes up on him. Deep 3. And that falls off on the left side of the rim. Pushing up the court is Gulf Coast State once again. Quick trigger 3. No, but a rebound by Hampton. It was pickpocketed by Damani Thomas, but ends up into the hands of Hampton after the missed shot. 13 minutes left. Eagles up by 1. Now it's going around the screen. Gives it out to Walker. Another deep 3. No good. And Gulf Coast State going quickly. Able to sidestep is DeMond Brown. And I think that was the right call. No foul. He was trying to avoid the charge by Walker. And it'll be a 1-point lead for Gulf Coast State. They got to get going here, Brett.
Now you saw Sean Walker step in to take that charge. Coach September upset with the no call. Great pass into the corner to Golazada, and it goes. Al Ellis with a beautiful pass over in the corner to Amir Golazada, and he finishes it with a great 3-point shot.
You know, a lot of people would lay that one in. He had a lane to, throws it all the way across court, and it pays off big time. Good gamble there by the Eagles.
This shows how dangerous Ellis can be. There's another 3 from Gulf Coast State. Hampton looked up. He could have had Golazada if he got it off quick enough.
Golazada in the corner again. Drives, and he will be hit. We'll get a media timeout. 11-9 your score. Eagles on top by 2. This is a broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Yeah, really terrible one.
Wait a
Let's
second.
get there. You got it.
It's
You got
live. I don't want it to be live.
it. Yeah.
Let's do that. And we're back on the other side of that media timeout. The Eagles leading this one 11-9. Quick inside pass to Hampton on the baseline. He has to find Collins in the corner. Now it's Golazada. No good from three. Rebounded, though, by D'Angelo Ware. He goes up again and gets it to fall.
Great job by D'Angelo Ware to stick with it. Golazada shot just unable to go down, but Ware so good on the offensive side when it comes to rising up and getting those second chance rebounds. Marzette looking for the screen. He doesn't take it. Kicks it out to Cook. Cook going nowhere. Gives it back out to Marzette. 5 on the clock. Great defense here by Hampton. He tosses it over to Wilson, and Wilson able to hit the 15-footer.
First 5 minutes was all about defense. Now we're in that second set of 5 minutes. There's another turnover.
Got to be
car collision there on the floor.
Yeah, I think you got to be a little bit more aware of the moment. It looked like a little delay of pressure from Gulf Coast State, and Hampton was unable to handle it. So a turnover forced by Gulf Coast State. They'll have a chance to take the lead here or tie. Inbound to Cook. Cook over to Compare. And back to Cook. Straight on, drives in, puts it up. Unable to get the roll, and coming down with the rebound is Ware. Ware gives it over to Collins, and a reach-in foul from behind.
If we went back and looked, you could see Ware knew that Cook was on his heels the whole way as he brought the ball up the court. He never took his eye off him. He knew if he kind of cut back there, he could probably draw enough contact to get the foul. That's exactly what happened.
Great ball control there by Ware as well. Collins over to Ellis. Ellis driving behind the back. Goes back inside. Oh, what a pass into Rubio. And they say off the leg of Josh Rubio. I don't think that did go off the leg. It was just knocked out of bounds. You can see Rubio not agreeing with the call. I think he is right on that. Gulf Coast State gets lucky there.
Yeah, almost a chance for another great assist from Ellis.
Marzette into the corner. Meanders his way back out. He'll take a deep three. Oh, it's good.
Wow, with a hand in his face. And that'll give the Commodores their first lead of the game.
Yeah, one thing about Marzette is he can shoot the lights out. Got to get in front of him. Collins picks up his dribble. Finds Rubio over to Ellis. Ellis double teamed. Rubio, 3 from the baseline. Just a little short, and a rebound flicked out to Marzette. Marzette brings it up the court. And he will pull it back. Step back 3 is good. Back-to-back threes for Marzette. He is shooting 52% from beyond the arc. Brett, you got to get out in front of him.
Yeah, they've stepped up to him the last 2 shot attempts, and he's still able to knock them both down. Here's Collins for 3. No good.
4-point lead for Gulf Coast State, 17-13. Marzette feeling it, drives in, gives it off to Compare. It was knocked out of bounds off of an Eagle. We'll see big substitution here for Gulf Coast State. And if you're an Eagle fan, breathe a sigh of relief. Marzette is sitting down finally.
Yeah, chance. It's Gulf Coast State's going to have to find some other ways to generate their offense. As Marzette takes a break.
Cook We'll get ready to go. 9 minutes left here in this first half. Eagles trail by 4. A lot of threes falling for both teams. Haven't seen much action in the paint. Now we will. Wilson's shot does not fall, and a rebound by Poindexter. Ellis over to Walker. Walker between the legs, hesitation, out to Collins. Collins drives, bully ball there. Drew a lot of contact, looking for a foul. And I can't believe that they didn't call one there. Now driving in, Compare. Stolen away by Ellis. Ellis will push in transition, flings it up. Kendall up and in.
Great court vision from Ellis to get that steal and then find Kendall right there down low. Who, with a great finish, cuts the deficit to just 2.
Cook guarded by Poindexter on the mismatch, and a great hands there by Poindexter. Gives it up to Ellis. Ellis, oh, what a finish, and one. Ellis has a chance to retake the lead for TCC. That's just pure athleticism there, Brett.
Yeah, you saw Collins when he had that steal in transition. He knew where he was going with it. He was going to give the ball to Ellis, who with a great finish will head to the free throw line to give the Eagles the lead. We'll step aside. This is TCC Basketball live on tcceagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Ellis trying to finish his three-point play. He does. Eagles will retake the lead, 18-17. Looking for the play call is Damani Thomas. A little bit confused there, and great trap by Ellis and Collins. Eagles in a zone defense here. Thomas swings it out. Wilson, his floater will go. Not often do you see a man of that size with a soft touch. And Gulf Coast State retakes the lead, 18-19. Ellis hands it off to Walker. Walker gets it back. Three from the right wing doesn't go. And the rebound will go off the backboard and into the hands of Gulf Coast State. Stepping into one is Wilson. The three is good. Wilson with 5 straight points for Gulf Coast State. 4-point lead for the Commodores.
I believe it was last weekend with Chipola. They got off to a hot start shooting threes. But once the threes calmed down, the Eagles were able to get out to a big lead. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Gulf Coast State today. And Marzette hit a few. Just saw a big one there from Treshawn Wilson, I believe.
Yeah, looking at Marzette, he is 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Gulf Coast State with 4 threes overall, as Wilson hit the other one. TCC 3 of 11 from 3. Ellis looking to change that, and it comes up just a little bit long. Good board by Hampton, and Hampton throws it off the hands of Wilson. Fortunate that that wasn't stolen. Ellis attacks, goes up, puts it with the left hand just a little bit short, and pushing up the court and out of bounds is Thomas. His left foot just on the line, and that'll be a turnover for Gulf Coast State.
It wasn't the best pass to Thomas, but he's got to have a little bit more court awareness there, know where he's at, and I mean, credit to D'Angelo Ware, kind of pressing him up against the line, and when he received it, that foot was on the line.
Ware will bring it up for TCC. He drives in, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jeremiah Kendall. He's got to be careful. That's his second foul of the game.
Yeah, gets called for the moving screen. Rubio's going to check in for him. Some big minutes for Rubio here. He might get a large chunk of the remaining, if not all, of the remaining 6 minutes here in the first half.
Looking for a discussion here. I think they were wondering if they were going to go to a media timeout here, but it's the under 5, I believe, is the media timeout. So we'll play on a little bit more here in the Eagle Dome. Eagles trail 22-18. It's been back and forth. Gulf Coast State on the year is 3-10, but they are not playing like that ball club tonight. Offensive foul. Treshawn Wilson. Is now the media timeout?
There
so
we
it
go.
will be media timeout. 5:38 left. 22-18. Eagles will have the ball on the other side of the break, trailing by 4. This is TCC men's basketball, presented by First Florida Credit Union.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
.533 left, 18-22. TCC trails by 4. Need to go on a run here. Hampton, cross court to Ellis. Ellis had Ware, drives in, hop step, unable to finish, but Rubio cleaning it up underneath.
Great offensive rebound from Rubio. Kept his eye on the ball. Immediately knew he had to put it right back up. And gets the bucket.
2-point game here. Commodores drive. Marzette pulls back, going up against Hampton. He looks like he traveled. It'll end up into Pierre-Louis' hands, and Hampton a little bit shaken up there his lower leg, it looks like. It might have been his hand. I think, nope. Looks like his left leg might be giving him a little bit of a fit here. 4:53 left. Marzette inbounds it to Thomas. Thomas over to Pierre-Louis. Guarded by Rubio. Tough jumper. Won't go. And a great save by Harden. Thomas drives in, uses another floater. Ellis rises up and pulls down the rebound with one hand. He has Ware step in three from the left wing. Oh, no doubt about it. Eagles up by one.
Loved the confidence as he steps up into that three. Ellis knew he had him coming right over his left shoulder.
Yeah, I think the previous play, he was open and wanted it. Ellis took it to the basket, and Rubio ended up cleaning up, so Ware was ready to pull the trigger. Marzette, step back three. That's a heat check. And it'll come up into the hands of Poindexter. Up to Hampton. Hampton up and around, able to avoid what looked like Thomas setting up for the charge. What a lay-in there by Chris Hampton. He makes everything look pretty there.
Yeah, smooth from Chris Hampton.
Marzette slicing and dicing, kicks it out to Wilson. His three over the top of the backboard. And we will get a timeout. I thought that Gulf Coast State was going to call a timeout there. No. So 3:41 left. A lot of substitutions here. Golazada comes in.
Yeah, important to note Chris Hampton, even after that layup, still looks a little shaken up, a little limp there on either. I think it was his right leg. He checks out.
Yeah, he's talking to the trainer right now. I think it might just be a little bit of a strain. Ellis with 14 on the clock is going to have to get going here. Looking for a screen, 10 on the clock. L drives, gets hit, and unable to finish. Not happy about the call is Phil Gaffney. He's asking the ref, what more can you do there? And unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you were straight up. He was leaning down into him. I think that's a foul all the way there, Brett.
Yeah, it's if you thought he was leaning straight up, and yeah, that would be a call. But the fact was, he wasn't just leaning straight up, kind of blocking the path there of Ellis, who does miss his first free throw attempt. Coach Gaffney still having a bit of a discussion.
That's why you always take it to the basket, draw some contact, go to the free throw line, make the referees make that call instead of taking too many jumpers throughout the game. I like how Ellis is mixing it up in his bag of tricks. 26-22, 3:07 left. Pierre-Louis inside, Rubio. Oh, they're going to call a block there. He looked pretty set.
Yeah, the only thing I can think, and it didn't look like
it didn't look like it,
would be that if he were in the restricted area, but
Tay Hall shaken up pretty good there. I think he landed pretty hard, and he'll shoot two, but yeah, I think Rubio did everything that he was supposed to do on defense. Sometimes you don't get the calls, and shooting two will be Gulf Coast State.
In Coach Chatembra's eyes, that charge will still look good on film for Josh Rubio.
Yes. Hall's first free throw short, but it'll roll in off the backboard. 3-point game. Second free throw on the way, and that is true. Walker will bring it up. Eagles up by 2, 26-24. Walker being ridden by Hall, and it'll be a 1-and-1. Brett, a pretty low-scoring first half. What do you attribute that to be?
You know, both teams, I think they're just not getting the shots to fall, especially down low. We've seen a few threes here and there. It's not like this has been a back-and-forth game fueled by turnovers, but definitely not what we're used to seeing in the Eagle Dome. TCC usually controlling the tempo, bringing out an explosive offense. I think they're focusing on other parts of their game here so far tonight.
Walker hits both free throws back up to a 4-point lead. Cook will bring it up across the timeline over to Mayo. Now Cook gets it back. It's stolen away. Where? Oh, what a move. Blocked off the backboard and looking for a goal-attend there.
Great from D'Angelo Ware there to get that turnover, get it all the way down.
I couldn't tell if that, it looked like a fairly clean block, but Ware thought that it was a little bit late off the backboard. Ellis will shoot 2. Swishes home that first free throw.
And that's the thing now. You see the Eagles going back to the free throw line. You mentioned it. Start drawing that contact. The best offense you can have is getting 2 shots from the free throw line every time you bring it up.
Ellis uncharacteristically misses his second free throw. 1 of 2 at the line. 5-point game. Ware guarding Thomas. Thomas picks up his dribble. Got nowhere to go. Jamie Pierre-Louis blocked from behind by Golazado. What a play there. He passes it up to Ware. Ware looking for everyone to clear out. Skip pass. Golazada 3. Oh, yeah. Amir Golazada doing it on both ends of the court. You don't see that very often. Step back 2 from 5 feet. Falls. What a sequence that was, Brett.
Amazing from Golazada there. I mean, he's known for his three-point shooting ability, but to go up for that block was just incredible.
I believe that was an offensive foul on TCC. So it'll be Gulf Coast State's ball, up by 6. Bringing it across is Thomas. Thomas spins away from Ellis. Ellis trying to force him right. Now Marzette. Into the corner. Looks like the Eagles are playing an extended zone here. Marzette over to Thomas. Thomas, a 3, and are they going to call a foul on Rubio while the shot was up? And Wilson will draw it. I don't think it'll be free throws because it would just be a foul. It'll still be TCC ball, though.
The foul's on Tallahassee, number 11, Amir Golazada, his first 15 foul.
I don't know if that's. I may not be. It seems like the Eagle bench doesn't agree with the call. I may not be up to date on the rules, but I thought that only if it was in the bonus that we would see it be a foul and the ball. So they'll have a chance to get a 6-point possession here if they hit a 3. Marzette drives in, puts it up, unable to finish, and looks like it won't matter in the end. 1 minute left. Walker over to Ware. Ware to Ellis. Ellis with a mismatch. And he stepped out of bounds. In comes Poindexter. I think at halftime we'll go and educate ourselves on that call. I think the ref would be right.
Well,
I don't see why they would make a wrong call in that.
The call was basically a loose ball foul, but without a loose ball.
Well, I know the ball was in the air, and thus, like, it doesn't,
Right.
but I'd say that's the right call, but, it's just kind of unfortunate when it goes against you.
And ultimately, though, the Eagles
Yeah.
played good enough defensive basketball to not let the Commodores take advantage of it.
So after the turnover, Gulf Coast State, another chance when that was poked away. 42 seconds left. Wilson loses the handle. Smothering defense. A three. Rattles in and out. One-handed rebound by Collins. There'll be a differential of 4 seconds between the shot and game clock. Poindexter into Rubio. Rubio backing in. Oh, what a follow there by Rubio. I was going to say soft touch. Rattles out, but he sticks with it. That's the second time today we've seen him do that. 5-point lead.
10 seconds left. Huge possession here for Gulf Coast State. Don't want to go in down 2 scores. 3 seconds on the clock. He goes up, misses it. That'll be the end of the first half, and a huge end for the Eagles as they extend their lead to 5.
A little bit of a confusing first half there, Brett. If you're the Eagle basketball team, you went up, you got down, you battled back, and then now it's a 5-point game. Not the best of halves, but you got to be thinking you're a little bit fortunate in this situation to not be down.
Yeah, I think you go in and you want to be a little more efficient on offense, but ultimately you go in with the lead because of your defensive play. And outside of the threes that Gulf Coast State was hitting early, I think the Eagles did a really good job of limiting them on the defensive end.
On Tallahassee, I think what they need to do here and what we should do is push the ball in transition. Same thing that I said with the women's team where they saw their success on the offense. We've seen TCC be very successful in transition, pushing up the court, taking shots when they're open, getting Gulf Coast State out of position. I'd like to see a little bit more of that headed into the second half.
Yeah, I just got to say, I've loved the performance out of Josh Rubio. When he gets into a rhythm, you see him really get animated, and the passion that he plays with is really fun to watch, and it'll be awesome to see what he does in the second half. We'll step aside and see you on the other side of the break. This is TCC Basketball, brought to you by First Florida Credit Union.
Back at halftime here in the Eagle Dome. Let's kick it over to our pregame interview with Coach Zach Settembre, where we go over tonight's matchup and what the rest of the season looks like for the Eagles. So we'll step aside here and You'll hear from head coach Zach Settembre. Eagles up 34-29.
Here with head coach Zach Settembre. Zach, it's been a real long break. How well has this been for your team to come back, rest up, and go into this final set knowing that you guys are in the lead in the Panhandle Conference?
The rest is good. The time off is dangerous. We've won 6 in a row. We've got some guys that probably think we're better than we are. I think when you have a good stretch, you can tend to mentally be a little bit lackadaisical and not as locked in as you need to be. So there's a little bit of anxiety for me today in trying to understand how locked in we're going to be to play against a team that's playing for their season. They're 3-10 in the league. They were preseason top 10 in the country. Gulf Coast is really well coached. They are a program with pride. They were Region 8 champions last year, even though they finished second in the Panhandle. So we've got to come out with a purpose today. If they win today, their remaining 2 games are against Pensacola and Northwest Florida. They can win both of those games, get to 6-10 in the league. Pensacola is currently 6-7 in the league, and they got 3 games left. Chipola today, then Gulf Coast, and then Tallahassee. So very possible for Gulf Coast, if they can win today, to be 6-10 and then a tie for 3rd place with the ability to earn an at-large bid to the national tournament. So, or excuse me, to the state tournament, the region tournament. So we've got to be ready to go. We're playing a team that has to win today, or otherwise their season is over. And when you're trying to end a team season, you've got to be ready. You've got to play them for 40 minutes. And I'm glad we got the time off, but very concerned with the fact that, you know, anytime you have success, we're 16-2, we're 10-2 in the league. We've got to make sure we understand who we are and what got us here, and that it's going to take a great performance to beat Gulf Coast today.
You were hit with some adversity after you lost to Chipola, but you've won 6 in a row. What has changed since that point?
Well, we've been great on offense in round 4 so far. We struggled a little bit defensively the last 3 games. It's the worst defensive field goal percentage against in any 3-game stretch since I've been the head coach here. So we should be better defensively today. If not, we're going to get our butts beat. But certainly we've just got to commit to sharing the ball, which we have in the last 4 games. Round 3, I thought we really shared it well. Other than the first half at Gulf Coast, we made some shots. We're shooting it well. Guys are shooting it with confidence. We've had Josh Rubio and Amir Galizada and a couple other guys really step in and make some plays. So we just got to get everybody going and everybody locked in, because defensively our effort hasn't been good enough in the last 3.5 games. So we've got to be better if we expect to beat a team that's playing for their season today.
I know it bothered you last year, your record against Gulf Coast State. What would it mean this year to go and sweep them, go 4-0?
It would be great. To be honest, Luke, we're just trying to win today and then think about the very next game on our schedule. I think after the season, we'll probably spend time reflecting on the fact that we recruited very specifically to be able to have success against Gulf Coast. We're thrilled to be 3-0 against them thus far, but right now our short-term goals of just winning one at a time and getting to the state tournament as the number 1 seed in Florida. We've been ranked number 1 in Florida every single week this year, but Florida Southwestern, with their less than aggressive schedule, is putting wins together. They've only got 2 losses, although one of those is by 9 points at home to a team that's last place in our conference right now. So we'll see. We're playing for number 1 seed. Of course, we're playing for a conference championship. That's our goal, and we've got to be mentally locked in enough to get one done today. Otherwise, we're really going to ask for trouble as it relates to the overall resume that we have to present to the committee when it comes time to seeding both for the state tournament and the national tournament. It's a must-win game today. Our season's on the line. It has been for 6 games in a row since we lost to Chipola. So far, we've won 6 in a row, but this is a game we've got to win today, and hopefully we can do it.
All right, thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Luke.
Back with this broadcast at TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Let's go over a little bit of halftime stats here, Brett. D'Angelo Ware, 7 points. El Ellis with 5. Sean Walker with 5. And Amir Golazada leading the, not leading the way behind Ware, though, with 6. 2 big shots from beyond the arc. What are you seeing from the production from him so far today?
Yeah, obviously a lot of offensive production from a number of TCC players. What was most impressive to me, though, is not only the great defense. TCC only sent Gulf Coast State to the free throw line one time. That really limited their opportunities to add to their score.
Shot comes up a little short by Ware. Kalen Marzette leading the way for the Commodores with 9. Treshawn Wilson with 9 as well. Eagles shot 40% from the field, 33% from beyond the arc, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Marzette's 3 comes off long, and a rebound by Pierre-Louis. Rising up and getting the rebound was, check the number, Derek Harden, and there will be a foul on the rebound. Gulf Coast State 11 of 32 from the field, 34%. 5 of 16 from beyond the arc for 31%.
D'Angelo Ware again with another great interception over to Ellis. Gets it to fall.
And Ware almost with the pick away again. That was a good dish by D'Angelo Ware. No look to Ellis, and we'll get an offensive foul. Poindexter draws one. And TCC up by 7 with the ball. Eagles with 13 points off of turnovers so far today. We're leading the way for TCC with 9. Walker drives, goes straight down Broadway, and that one comes in and out. Up to Pierre-Louis, off the backboard and in. Ellis unable to get a hand on it. It's a 5-point game, 36-31. Ware, clear lane, and he'll slow it down. Skip pass all the way over to Walker. Walker into Kindall. Kindall moves inside and lays it in. 7-point lead for TCC. Good start here, Brett. I like the energy out of this second half from TCC.
Yeah, they had some great defense in the first. Now they want to be a little more explosive, expand on their lead, and play a much more up-tempo game.
Are they going to call it travel or... Oh, no. Is that... I hope that they don't get it on Kindall. No, they're going to give it on Poindexter. Push-off foul on, is it Cook? No, they're going to call Harden with the foul. And the Eagles will take over. Kindall. One-on-one, spinning, spins again, goes up, stripped away. On the deck is Kindall, and Marzette will push up the court to Pierre-Louis. Quick trigger 3, no good, and a rebound by Cook. Cook, nowhere to go, and he will call a timeout. 17:40 left, Eagles up by 7. This is TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Ball inbounded, 17:40 left, 38-31. Backdoor cut, and the finish by Thomas. 5-point game. Ellis slowly brings it up. He's going to have to get it across here. 23 seconds, 22, 21. Ooh, could have been a 10-second violation there. Hand off to Walker. Kendall at the top of the key, picks up his dribble. Ellis swings it over. Extra pass. Poindexter in the corner. That rims in and out. And a rebound by Gulf Coast. Thomas over to Pierre-Louis. Marzette drives in, gets bumped, gets hit another time, and will come up just short. But it'll shoot two.
Going back to that last possession where they found Poindexter in the corner, that's the best spot for him to shoot from. He's lethal from there. That one rimmed out, but if they can keep getting those looks for him, I guarantee you'll start making at least a few of them.
It seems this left corner here, Brett, every time he takes a shot from there, he gets fouled. Once again, a close contest shot. Poindexter able to stay on his feet, but out of all the corners in the Eagle Dome, I think that this left corner is not his favorite. 3-point game. Walker to Ware, and Ware tells everyone to clear out. And a foul on Thomas. I think that one was a judgment call there by the ref. I'm sure Ware would have been fine without it. Trying to barrel his way up and through. Walker hands it off to Kendall. Kendall goes up and will shoot 2 free throws. Kendall with 5 points, or excuse me, only 2 points in that first half. So he's looking to get rolling here in the second. He has 4 overall. Make that 5.
Golazada checking in. Another 3-point option on offense.
2-2 from the line. 5-point game. Brett, does it seem like TCC just hasn't had that second burst to go and open this one wide open?
They haven't had that run yet. And I think it'll come if they keep playing with this energy.
It does kind of feel like it does kind of feel like a matter of time type of thing, but overall it's been a pretty good game between both teams. Just offensively, shots have not really fallen, but I think that you're right in that it is one of those matter of time type of runs that we're going to end up seeing sooner or later.
Yeah, TCC finally just get up to 40% from the field. They're 14 for 35. Gulf Coast State at 35% from the field.
Marzette pulls it back. Drives in, poked away by Golazada. Another great defensive move from Amir Golazada. Now Ware driving, throws it over. Golazada, 3.
Was that a no-look pass from D'Angelo Ware into the corner?
This is the second time we've seen great defense there. Are they going to call a travel or and one? I guess a good counter there by Wilson, but that's the second time we've seen Amir Golazada make a big play after a steal. He had a big block and then hit a 3 in transition, and then a great steal there, finds his spot, and is finally hitting shots at the right time here, Brett.
He is. Wilson, I believe this is an ambulance. So I don't know if the scoreboard in the gym is right. Oh, we'll keep the score.
Did they not add any points
They
to
did
that?
not award him the bucket.
Well, that wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be a 1-and-1. So I think that will fix the score coming up.
Gulf Coast State foul number 20, Trayshawn Wilson, his second, 15 foul.
Unless it was a 1-and-1, but I don't think that.
I think that they're going to give him the 2 points here. Yeah, just got confirmation from Rob Chaney, who's running the live stats. He has him at 37.
That's what I had him at as well, and now
Looks like
updated in the gym.
Good call there, Brett.
Well, don't want to take any points away from Roman Wilson. He's been working hard.
Did Ellis hit that first free throw? I don't think did he? I don't think he did. If he didn't, he has been struggling from the free throw line today. 44-37 now. 15-25. Cook going around the screen, flops it over to Wilson. Wilson uses a pump fake and goes up. Got another bucket in the paint. It's a 5-point game.
Wilson at 4 points now, back-to-back buckets for him. If he can start scoring more often, that's a big threat for Gulf Coast State.
Walker stripped away. Cook will end up with it. Great play there by D'Angelo Ware to come in. I think he was trying to pick the pocket to his teammate and a little bit dissatisfied with the outcome there.
Still a great effort. Coming from behind, not fouling.
He's got high expectations for himself on both ends. Great defense there by Golazada to knock it away.
You can keep forcing them to inbound, force them to make a play. It's about all you can ask for from this TCC team on defense.
Ware playing some crushing defense here. Pierre-Louis, open three, and he'll make that over Kendall. All of a sudden, Brett, a 2-point game.
Turns this into a big possession. You don't want to give them the ball with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Ellis pulls it back over to Walker on the left wing. Walker gets the switch. Dishes it into Kendall. Kendall spinning. Double teamed, and he will go up. Foul on Cook. 2 shots incoming for Jeremiah Kendall. So it'll be 2 shots for Jeremiah Kendall on the year. He is averaging 15.1 points per game. Kendall also averaging 8.1 points, or 8.1 rebounds per game with that. First free throw was no good. Second one will fall. 1 of 2 at the line. 3-point game. Cook drives inside, kicks it out to Mayo. Mayo guarded by Poindexter. Good ball fake there by Cook. Now Pierre-Louis looking inside to Harden. Harden, and a floater will not go for Wilson. Ware loses the handle, swings it over. Great pass to Kendall. Kendall hit, and he hits the deck hard. Unable to get the friendly roll. It'll stay a 3-point game. Gulf Coast State with a chance to tie. Cook pulls it back out. Hesitation dribble. Spins, almost taken away, and it is. Ellis with it. Ellis finding his way into the defense, goes up And what a finish! Jeremiah Kendall with the facial. (47-42). The Eagle bench on their feet.
Besides a few free throws, it's taken Jeremiah Kendall a little bit longer to kind of get back into this game offensively, but a huge putback there.
And an offensive foul.
Looks like Kendall.
No, I think it's Jamie Pierre-Louis.
I was saying Kendall is maybe a little shaken up after that thunderous dunk. Maybe grabbing.
I think he got hit in the groin down low. But what defense there by L. Ellis. He was hounding, I believe, Cook, and Cook actually could have gotten called on the backcourt violation there for being pushed back. And a great sequence there for TCC as Gulf Coast State had cut it to a one-possession game, 47-42.
Well, as we go to break, I guess we'll just keep Jeremiah Kendall in our thoughts. We know that's probably not the most comfortable feeling in the world. This is TCC Basketball live on tcceagles.com.
And we're back with this broadcast at TCC Men's Basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Trying to break the press here is Ware. Good job by Hampton. Three ball, Poindexter. Oh, he's so good. We were just saying he can't make it from that corner, but now he does.
Got to go back to Chris Hampton, breaking out of that double team, getting the pass off to D'Angelo Ware. It was a tough pass to receive, but Ware did it, got the ball up the floor, and then ultimately huge shot from Poindexter there.
Yeah, we said that's the one corner he doesn't like, and of course, as this is flung out of bounds, he nails the three to quiet the broadcasters here over in the booth. Sometimes I feel like, you say something on air and then the players got a little earbud listening and go, oh yeah, let me prove you wrong on that. .23 left, 50-42. Into Harden. Harden's pass is stolen by Ware. Ware way up court to Walker. Walker over in the corner now. And Walker will ask Rubio to clear out. One-on-one. Over to Ware. He tries the right wing three. Comes up just a little bit short. And Ware's going to get the steal. Great awareness. It's poked away from behind, but as soon as Ware missed that three, you could see his eyes move to where the next pass would be, and he sprinted over to cut it off. That's just one of those things that you can't teach there, Brett.
Yeah, he knew he was going to get the steal before the pass was even a thought in whoever that was that gave it up's mind. Great defensive awareness from D'Angelo Ware. We'll step aside. This is TCC Basketball live on tcceagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
And Ellis will inbound the ball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 11:54 left. Eagles on top by 8. Ware, who just created this second chance opportunity after getting the steal, will drive. Got nowhere to go. Walker's three from the baseline. No good, but a rebound. Poindexter, and another chance to try to extend this lead, maybe into double digits. Ellis. Walker to Kendall. Kendall likes the matchup, puts it up, and ripping it away is Roman Wilson. A foul on Ellis, cutting off Cook. Will it be a 1-and-1 here?
Not yet. Ellis thought he had a steal coming up, coming around the corner there, and just maybe a little too much contact.
Thomas gives it over to Pierre-Louis Wilson into the corner. Mayo's three. He's been quiet. It's no good, but a rebound. Jeremiah Kendall. Ellis over to Ware. Ware pulls it back. Now he drives. Takes on 3 defenders. His shot no good, but an offensive board. They're asking the shot clock to reset here. Should reset to 20. It's at 12. This is the 9th consecutive top 10 that TCC has been in the polls for the national ranking. They sit at number 7, Brett, as they try to climb up into the standings. And really the all-important thing for the rest of this regular season is to try to get that number 1 seed in the Region 8 tournament, as Ellis, no-look passes poked away.
It's been a great season so far for TCC, but talking to Coach Settembre last week, there's still so many things that they can improve on, in his mind, throughout these last 4 games, that they really have to take each one of them seriously. And even teams even teams towards the bottom of this conference are going to put up a great fight because the target is on their back.
Oh, they called a foul on Poindexter? I think that Poindexter got looked like he got his arm. Someone grabbed his arm and hooked arms with him.
Don't know where the foul is coming from.
That's not a very good call, and it seems like TCC was getting so many second chance opportunities. And Golazada's shot as well. His 3 over in the corner. Golazada's 3 in the corner just came off, but he looked like he thought he got fouled on the 3.
Yeah.
And the first free throw will go on the 1-and-1. Both teams in the bonus.
A lot more fouls than that first half. We're only 9.5 minutes in. Gets the second free throw to go.
Walker gets a screen from Ellis. Now Poindexter, right corner three. No good, and a rebound by Thomas. Up comes Pierre-Louis. Hesitation, pushes off. And Thomas will slow it down with 20 on the clock. One-on-one on Golazada. Good defense here by Amir. No look pass into no man's land. Blocked from behind by Jeremiah Kendall. And fighting for it is Amir Golazada. Now Ellis will bring it up in transition. Nowhere to go. Throws it over. Poindexter. Step back three. Short. And a second chance. Looked like Golazada had a chance to get the rebound, and it just came off his leg. We're seeing a lot of hustle from Amir on both ends today.
Yeah, went crashing in for that rebound, just couldn't get a handle on it. But yeah, great effort from Golazada. Eton Collins checking in for another burst of energy.
That should be an offensive foul. Push off by Thomas.
Gulf Coast State foul on the floor. Demani Thomas, his second. 8 team foul.
6-point game. I don't know about you, Brett, but this game feels like it's been taking forever today. We still got 9:34 left in the second half.
It's been a slow mover. Playing for about an hour and a half.
And looks like Coach Phil Gaffney will get a technical. He kept on talking to the ref, but I thought that it was kind of like a symbolic thing by the referee. He gave Zach a minute ago a warning, gave Coach Gaffney a warning, and
it felt like both coaches were kind of playing chicken with see how far they could get without
I
getting
think
the
so
technical
too.
foul.
Yeah, I think so too. And now Coach Gaffney is saying, I was just going as hard as Zach was a minute ago, and he's still going at it. Not happy with the call. I think that he's got an argument for other calls throughout the game. That one was definitely an offensive foul as the first free throw goes. Wouldn't you think? I mean, it looked like a pretty clear push-off to me. But a lot of times it's a frustration from a coach within the season or previous games that can carry over where you feel like you're getting picked on, and I'm sure Coach Gaffney thinks that he's getting picked on. I mean, he's working every ref. What is there, three refs here, and he's working through all three. And now he's going to call a timeout. 30 seconds.
I think that's probably good to get both teams, the officials, coaching staffs,
settle
a little
down
breather.
A little bit, yeah.
Don't want anything to get out of hand here. All right, well, we'll step aside. This is TCC Basketball, brought to you by First Florida Credit Union.
.52-44 in what has been a wild last 2 minutes of time. Ellis, pull up three, won't go, and a rebound by Gulf Coast State. A technical foul on Coach Gaffney led to 2 free throws. This shot will not go by Pierre-Louis. Rebound Wilson. Wilson goes up, foul, and one.
You had that 30-second timeout. It's really important for Tallahassee to not let Gulf Coast State make those adjustments and get comfortable in this game to the point where they can start chipping away at this lead. Right now, it's only a 6-point game. It's nowhere near over.
One thing that I've noticed is they haven't really tried the ball pressure, TCC, after a made shot. And now that they have a little bit of momentum, I think that we might see something similar to that happen. As the shot doesn't go, and a rebound will go to Wilson. Wilson able to make it a 4-point possession for himself. And now it's a 4-point game. And like I said, here comes the full court pressure by Gulf Coast State. Ellis up to Collins. Collins drives inside, gets hit, and a foul. And the bench for Gulf Coast State doesn't like the call. I think that could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. I think
it was because it was a clean block by Wilson, but I think that he got a little bit too much body of Collins.
I think you're the Gulf Coast State bench. Wilson just had a couple of buckets. You want to keep riding that momentum. That reaction is part of the game, but definitely call could have gone either way.
You'd love to slow down the game here with some free throws as Collins.
Got to make them, though. Got to make the free throws.
Misses the front ends. Oh of 2 from the free throw line.
Just got to focus on this next possession, get a stop, get the ball back in your hands.
Pierre-Louis going around the screen by Harden. Kicks it in the corner. Mayo stepped out of bounds. And Poindexter will check in for Collins with 8:39 left.
Back to the starting 5, out on the floor.
See some full court man pressure here, and now it'll come out. Ellis has got to move it across. Just does. Ware looking for the handoff to Walker. Walker gets it, drives in, spins, and they'll call a traveling violation on Sean Walker. We'll get a full timeout from Coach Septembre. Or no, they're going to say a 30-second timeout from Coach Septembre. And while we're here, we'd like to remind you that TCCEagles.com is your official online home for Tallahassee Community College athletics. There you can get the latest news and information on all Eagles teams and watch home games, both live and on demand. It's the official online home for TCC athletics, TCCEagles.com. You can also find our home games on YouTube as well. Just search TCC Eagles, and we are live on that platform too. So looking at it, it's a 4-point game. Gulf Coast State, after the technical, came out with a little bit of energy. Roman Wilson brought it to TCC down low. What do we need to see from the Eagles to reclaim this energy and finish out this game?
All it takes to steal that momentum away from Gulf Coast State. Remember, you're in your home gym. All it takes is one play, whether it be on offense or on defense. One three-pointer, one steal, one really great finish inside, and all of a sudden that momentum is back in your hands. You can get back to a 3-possession lead, but it starts here. You've got to make a stop, and you've got to take it possession by possession.
52-48, 8:09 left. We got a good one here in the Eagle Dome. Ware all over them, and we're going to get a timeout here. So a 30-second timeout. I'd like to remind you that this broadcast of TCC basketball is presented by First Florida Credit Union. First Florida Credit Union invites you to become a member and open up a checking or student checking account at the Appleyard branch, conveniently located for all TCC students, faculty, and staff. First Florida Credit Union, enriching people every day, federally insured by NCUA. We'll take a quick break here, 52-48. This is TCC basketball live on TCCEagles.com.
Eagles fans, get social and connect with TCC Athletics on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat. All at TCC Eagles. And following each athletic event, find us on Facebook and see who's named the TCC Eagle of the game. The TCC Eagles are on social media, and we're ready to connect with you.
Four-point game, Gulf Coast State with the ball. Coming out of the timeout. Ellis. Wilson now for three, and that shot won't come out. Pierre-Louis all the way over to, looked like Wilson, his shot didn't go. And a rebound by Kendall. He'll end up in the hands of Ellis. And Ellis, that could have been a 10-second violation again.
He's cutting it close every single time he brings it up.
Kendall, cross court, stolen by Wilson. Sloppy possession there, 7:20 left, and almost taken back by Kendall. Poked out of bounds. (52-48), 7:10 left. Inside to Wilson. That'll be a foul on Walker. Big shove. Walker didn't have any position, and I think that's a good foul going after Roman Wilson. Wilson shooting from the free throw line, 53%. And really, he would have laid that in fairly easily if Walker didn't commit the foul.
Yeah, we're one foul away from both teams having to spend the last, 7 minutes or so in the double bonus.
Well, you can kind of say the next foul will put him in the bonus, or the double bonus.
Right.
So it'll be 2 free throws from now on as Wilson goes 1 of 2 from the line, but it is poked away, ends up in the hands of Ware. The shot clock is not reset. Are they going to give it 10 seconds? It should reset. It was at 6.
Yeah, he rebounded.
Yeah, there's no way. They didn't reset the clock when it was bouncing around.
No.
Never had possession. They never had possession. It should be probably around 24.
Right.
I think you can hear Mr. Walker giving a lesson to the referees, who he is completely right. You shouldn't rely on the shot clock.
Right.
You should be counting it out by yourself with your arm.
Yeah, Ellis got the ball, and all of a sudden there's 22 on the shot clock. There's
I saw it, yeah.
No way that there was 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And then to
For
get
as
it on
slow,
over at 10, it's...
And now it's going to be, that would have been 10 again. But Ellis goes straight to the cup, gets hit, and will shoot 2. I think that should have been 10 seconds.
I don't
he brought
know
it across.
When you get an inbound on I don't know
it
if
is,
the
because he
rules-
never brought it across. Right. Not a great sequence for the referees. You can say what you will about TCC or Gulf Coast, but that was not a pretty sequence. They might have to go to a little summer school there. Everyone's rusty,
And then there was, I don't know what that discussion was there. I mean, it was a shooting foul, shooting 2.
Maybe if it was too hard of a foul, I'm not exactly sure. Ellis knocks down the first free throw. It's been a weird last 3 minutes. I mean, it's gone slow. It has really gone slow game time wise.
We've seen some timeouts. We've seen
technical fouls. I think the technical foul happened at like 8:48.
Yeah.
So we've gone through 2 minutes of game action here.
Which is kind of unfortunate. This has been a great game, great back and forth, great defensive effort from both teams, and it's really kind of taken the rhythm out of the game.
Absolutely. 5-point game, 54-49. 6:40 left. Marzette, he's been quiet in the second half, swings it out to Mayo, and an offensive foul charge drawn by Poindexter again.
It's huge. I know early in the season it felt like every single time the Eagles were on defense, they were trying to draw charges. Not that they've gone away from that, but as the season has progressed, I think the book is kind of out on what the Eagles do. Now, late in the season, able to draw those types of charges is huge.
And here we'll see the full court pressure by Gulf Coast State, their Coastal Chaos defense. Ellis up to Poindexter. Poindexter will bring it across pretty easily. Where? Over to Poindexter. Quick trigger three. Huge shot by Tyler Poindexter. Pushes it up to an 8-point lead. His second three from that corner.
Yeah, just like that, the lead is back up to 8. It's a huge shot, and it's the type of momentum swing that the Eagles needed. We'll step aside. This is TCC Basketball, brought to you by First Florida Credit Union.
Back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. 6:15 left here. And a foul on L. Ellis running into the screen.
Ellis thought maybe an offensive foul would have been the call there. There was a lot of contact there.
The only thing I could think of, I don't think it would have been an offensive foul. I think it would have been a moving screen. Oh, there's no way. It should be, yeah, they've got this completely wrong. It would be.
The foul wasn't on.
Roman Wilson's
right.
The one who should
be shooting. The 53% free throw shooter should be out the line. The foul, I mean, he didn't.
This is a brutal call here.
He wasn't on Pierre-Louis.
I have no idea why Jamie Pierre-Louis.
Pierre-Louis was the ball carrier, but not the one who was fouled.
That's.
I mean, and you have to think that Gulf Coast State wanted to get Pierre-Louis on the line. I mean,
yeah, there is no bias in this. It was just they put the wrong guy at the line.
But I'm saying if Gulf Coast State said, "Hey, Jamie, get on the line," that maybe they could influence. It's not a decision that needed to be made, but
yeah, that's. Well, they'll look back at the tape and realize that one was an incorrect call. 2 free throws for Gulf Coast State, and now it's a 6-point game as this is stolen away by Cook. Cook will bring it up. Pinballing around. Mayo finishes, and now a 4-point game. Ware push it up the court. Quickly goes up, just tosses one up. Rebound by Rubio. Rubio getting hounded, gets hit, puts it up. No foul call, and they're now going to call a foul on Wilson. And the Eagle bench has got to be careful here. They can't come off the bench and onto the floor.
Yeah, it's a tie up there. On the rebound, fight for it.
Rubio, I think that Rubio was hugging Wilson, but I think it was more of a, all right, play's over.
And they were just caught up, hands in the air,
And I think that it was a miscommunication. The Eagle bench thought that it was a brawl. Wilson didn't like being held up.
No, and he tried to rip it away, and then physical play.
I think that's just it's a basketball play, but a little bit of frustration that there wasn't a foul call with Rubio going up that second time. I thought that would be. But hey, Brett, do you think that they'll put Jamie Pierre-Louis up to 2 free throws here? Or? I feel like that was totally him. I think that he's switched bodies into a 6'10" center.
So D'Angelo Ware does get called for that foul. Officials.
Are they?
Technical fouls on Gulf Coast number 20, Trayshawn Wilson. That'd be his 3rd personal.
Okay.
And on Tallahassee number 15, Josh Rubio. That'd be his 2nd personal.
So offsetting. I don't think that was. I think that if there was a techno, it probably should have been on the Eagle bench and not Rubio.
Right.
Rubio, if you look back, maybe had a couple of words to say.
Yeah,
I think that's what was afterwards when they gave it on. Trayshawn Wilson was talking to Rubio.
So it would then be, though, the foul originally called on Ware, 2 free throws for Gulf Coast State, but then would it be Eagle ball with the offsetting technicals?
No. It should be 2 free throws for Gulf Coast State, or because they're in the bonus, and then it's offsetting. So if Gulf Coast State makes 2 free throws, it will then be Eagle ball. Right. Yes.
Well, maybe another good time for immediate timeout, and we'll head into one here.
Whew, man, I mean, we're just as confused as both teams here.
This is TCC Basketball live on tcceagles.com.
Okay, Eagle fans, take a deep breath. 5:47 left, 57-53. After all that commotion, Wilson will be shooting the free throws. Not Jamie Pierre-Louis like last time. I think that they've figured it out a little bit better here, but still shooting 53%. And a long delay, and Mayo has blood on himself. Oh, my God.
I mean,
we can't get it rolling. I mean, we cannot get it rolling.
That's just fitting.
The last 3 minutes of play has been 20 minutes of actual real time, and now Ware's got blood on himself.
The visiting broadcast team providing maybe a wet wipe there. I mean, obviously you hope Mayo's all right, but probably just a little blood on the finger or jersey.
Oh, man. Bear with us here. So we might as well go over stats while we're at it here. Brett L. Ellis with 10. D'Angelo Ware with 7. Sean Walker with 7. Tyler Poindexter with 9. Amir Golazado with 9.
I think if you could reestablish Jeremiah Kendall inside offensively through the last 5+ minutes, really would add another dimension to this offense, which has relied a lot on free throws and three-point shots so far.
First free throw from the 53% shooter in Wilson is no good. Also, Amir Golazada with 9. Marzette with 11. Wilson misses a second. He has 9. And Trayshawn Wilson has 11. Driving in, Ellis puts up the floater. Woo, boy. Pulls out another trick up his sleeve. Don't see that very often from L. Ellis. 6-point game. 5:20. It's gotten physical the last 3 minutes. Cook tosses it over to Wilson. Back to Cook. Cook trying to find Roman Wilson down low. He goes up and he'll shoot 2.
Is that called on D'Angelo Ware?
I think it is.
He was leaned backwards. It's tough.
I think he can go either way there.
But then again, I mean, we got D'Angelo Ware against 6'10" Roman Wilson. We know that. But Ware is not afraid
the only
of that
reason
matchup.
why I feel okay about that is because if he backed down, Wilson would have gotten 2 easy points,
Right.
and you're making him work for it here as he hits the first. You know, people are talking about the March Madness for Division I college basketball. There's March Madness still going on in JUCO here in the regular season.
Yeah, they'll carry over into some April Madness.
Yes.
The NJCAA level.
2 of 2 at the line, 59-55. Poindexter going to have to get it in, and he finds Ellis. Ellis swings it up to Kendall. Kendall jab step, throws it over. Golazada, extra pass. It got hit, and are they going to call it? Are they going to call it tipped or a back court?
I think one official believes it was tipped. The official that blew the whistle is trying to say that.
And Golazada trying to make his case, which he was going to the referee that was on his side. No argument there. Who was the one who chased that down? Because that was a smart play over all by him to not give up on the play. Ellis not with it with 12 on the clock. He takes it straight to the cup, gets hit, and in. Huge bucket by Ellis. 61-55. Marzette up against Golazada. We've gotten great minutes out of him. One-on-one here. Reach-in foul by Kendall. And Marzette hit the stanchion, and he goes down. Hit it right on his ankle. Just a non-contact.
No one even going to check on him from the Gulf Coast State bench.
Yeah, non-contact thing there. I think he was slowing down and hit the side of his ankle.
Yeah.
Let's hope that it's just a stinger for Marzette there, as you never want to see anyone injured. And we'll step aside 61-55. This is TCC men's basketball live on TCCEagles.com. So the way this works, Marzette gets hurt, and it looks like his day is done, hurt his ankle, and the Eagles are able to pick one player to shoot in his place. And what do you know? We're going to get, looks like Jamie Pierre-Louis' doppelganger, Roman Wilson, up at the line, who shoots 53%. He's made 3 in a row after missing back-to-back. One of the interesting things is Marzette shoots 50% from the free throw line, but 52% from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
I don't think you see that anywhere.
No, I mean, maybe. I mean, Those are my numbers. I think. So when I played,
I would guess he doesn't go to the free throw line very often. It's kind of one of those statistics.
My grandfather would say it's Steph Curry ruining basketball. Not focusing on free throws, only working on the 3-pointer.
Ellis gets a screen by Golazada. Pump fake. Another pump fake. He pulls the trigger. No good. Battling for it is Ware. And it'll be out of bounds.
I mean, we know D'Angelo Ware's going to go after those balls, even if there's slim to none chance that he's going to be able to actually save them.
I mean, if I'm a Division I team, I want 5 of him on my team. Just a great all-around player, D'Angelo Ware. 61-56, 3:55 left. It's crunch time here in the Eagle Dome. Pierre-Louis pulls it back. Over on the left wing. He rises and fires. Comes up short, rebounds. And it's going to be an off-ball foul. Hitting the deck is Harden. And he'll shoot free throws.
Luke, finally, we're less than 4 minutes to go in this game. The clock is starting to move a little bit.
It's one of those things like in baseball, you go, oh, it's going by so fast. And you said, oh, it's going by slow, and then it got even slower.
You say that in the 4th inning about a baseball game, and then 3 hours later, you're only in the 7th inning.
Yeah. Both teams put up 5 spots, and you're going, oh, I'm not gonna make it home to eat dinner before 10. First free throw is good. And we'll see some full court pressure if this shot is made. Coach Settembre tells his team that there are 4 timeouts for TCC if they get in any trouble. Use them wisely. 4-point game. Ellis, step back 3. Oh! Needed it and got it. Big time 3 by big time player Al Ellis.
Another 3.
Quick 3 by Wilson, counters, and back and forth. Finally a little bit of scoring going on.
This could turn into a shootout for the last 3 minutes. Who knows? This game is at everything.
I just love for us to play a minute without a foul here. Ellis double teams over to Ware. Ware drives. No one comes and gets him, and he lays it up and in. Great job by D'Angelo Ware to find a spot, attack it, and finish. 6-point game. Ware with 9 on the day. Pierre-Louis. And a foul on Walker. Besides the Wilson make on that 3, when's the last time? I think the last time that Gulf Coast State had made a field goal was when Roman Wilson got that and one.
Yeah, it's been a while. They've been getting their buckets at the free throw line, and these off-ball fouls are coming free and easy.
And at this point, the one thing that's killer is Gulf Coast State, time is not on their side, so when they get a foul 10 seconds into the shot clock, they're going to get free points, and they aren't going to waste as much time.
Yeah.
Is there more blood? Did a referee go away? What? I don't know what the issue is here. We got a basketball game to play. No?
Might have been Golazada.
Well, it looked like we said that Marzette's day was done. He took off his shoe, but looks like he might be okay. Put his shoe back on, and he's gonna play on.
It might have been a stinger.
Yeah. I always say it reminds me, like when those things happen, almost like a razor scooter hitting your ankle.
Yeah.
It's not catastrophic, but it does feel like that in the moment as Mayo misses the first.
If there was any swelling and that shoe came off, there was no way he was getting it back on. So
he must have popped that baby on right away. And it looks like, is he wearing 2 different shoes?
Luke, I think you're probably just a little behind on the sneaker style. I think they come like that. It's all right.
Kids these days, am I right? 66-61. 2:35 left. Ware loses a handle. And this will be a steal. No! Ends up in the hands of Kendall. Kendall goes up. And a foul. That should have been a steal, but Jamie Pierre-Louis dribbled it off his teammate's leg. It came up into Kendall's hands, and he will shoot two. Another whistle here, Brett.
Yeah, and I think it was, you look at the way Kendall took that to the rim. He wasn't going to expose the ball. He knew he had three guys around him.
Went up with two hands. Yep.
Most likely that was going to end in a foul. He didn't let Roman Wilson get his hand up there to block it. He knew he was going to end up most likely on the free throw line.
So they're going to put in Chris Hampton for some defense here as Kendall hits the second free throw. Hampton's been quiet all day. Made that reverse early in the first half. So we'll see if he can have some good defense down the stretch. Pierre-Louis guarded by Ellis. Switch off to Poindexter. Mismatch here. Marzette, step back three. Doesn't go. That's a tough shot right there to make. If someone could, it would have been Marzette, but we'll take it. Poindexter over to Kendall. Kendall pump fakes, gives it out to Hampton, and good job here of trying to work some clock. I like the play. Ellis drives, and that sounded a little bit like ball there?
Yeah, a little bit, but
I think that, I don't know if
it was a late call, too.
I don't know if that was a foul. I'm glad we're going to the line. Don't get me wrong. But that's how the game's gone this way. The calls have gone, both sides have been able to get fortuitous calls from the referees, and first free throw is good. That's a big change, because it would have been going the other way, and Gulf Coast State would have had a fast break. So Ellis goes and knocks down one free throw. He, on the day as he hits them both, has 19. He is quiet about getting up to those totals.
I was just thinking that myself.
I guess you just expect it from him every time. 70-61, Hampton on Marzette. Marzette attacks. Step back two, won't go, and Wilson will be fouled on the rebound, which once again, okay with that by Ware. He was out of position, and Wilson does not shoot great from the free throw line.
And now, only a minute and a half left in this game. D'Angelo only on 3 fouls, so not too worried about that. And not that much longer left to go here in regulation.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Hampton is still a little bit hurt. I don't know if he came into the game a little bit.
Could have re-aggravated something maybe.
Yeah, aggravated, but he's going to check out here for Golazada. (70-62). Roman Wilson with 13 on the day. Now 14. 70-63. Ellis in the corner. Swings it all the way up to Golazada. Gives it to Kendall. Kendall backing in, and he's going to go straight up. Quick shot. And the shot will not go by Amir Golazada, or by Jeremiah Kendall. Golazada tried to save it off.
We're going to see Floyd Davis check in for the first time.
Looks like a defense to offense substitution here. 7-point game, 1:08 left. Gulf Coast State's going to need a bucket if they want to keep their season chances alive here. Quick shot, Pierre-Louis nails it, and it's a 6-point game. It's a 4-point game after the three. A little close for comfort here, Brett.
Yeah, it's getting that way, and ultimately what I think that you got to give credit to the Eagles, because Gulf Coast State has stated this game, they've made some really big plays, but TCC has not kind of fallen under that pressure where they let Gulf Coast State take a lead or get back.
Yeah, I don't think they've compounded mistakes.
Right.
You know, Gulf Coast State has taken some momentum. Then it's been TCC, and right now, you know, it was a 7-point game. He misses that shot, the game's over. Now it's a 4-point game, and you're thinking, Brett, in this situation, if you're Gulf Coast State, you're probably going to get full court pressure here, but do you foul in this situation?
I think you can probably play it down for one more run through the shot clock. It's going to make it a lot more difficult on you, but at the end of the day, if you can get a stop, it's a lot better than just giving the free throw.
Yeah, I think it's easier coming back down from 6 than it is, or coming down from, 6 than it is 8.
Right.
So we'll see what happens here. Or, sorry, I keep on messing up the score. Coming down from, 4 instead of 6. And I see 66, I think 6. So 70-66, 4-point game, 59 seconds left here. What has been an action-packed Saturday here in Tallahassee. TCC had a doubleheader against Gulf Coast State in baseball, and played women's here at 3, men's at 5:15. So for bragging rights here, Ellis will have to bring it across. He's got 5 seconds to do so. And he'll swing it over to Poindexter. Cross court over to Ware. Ware with 18. That's just why are you fouling?
You've already taken off half the shot clock.
There was no point. That's just.
You had.
I think that you have to have, some basketball awareness if you're a player here. And there was 14 seconds left on the shot clock. That's just poor. I think that's poor management by Gulf Coast State.
And you've got a player like D'Angelo Ware. It looks like he was going to try to head towards the basket there. If you have to foul him on the shot, you foul him on the shot.
Yeah, that's just, you got to, those are game situations that you can't teach. You just got to intrinsically know. And luckily for TCC, you're getting bailed out right here. And I like the smart play by Ware to take advantage of that. I mean, if Gulf Coast State is going to foul you, no reason to try to take a shot. 40 seconds left. Eagles are up by 6. The 3 doesn't go. Rebound by Pierre-Louis. He goes up and finishes. It's a 4-point game again. And 27 seconds left. But once again, you go back to Gulf Coast State, just a silly foul that they had before, because it would have been a 2-point game if TCC didn't make a shot there.
Right.
So you got to take what they give you. And right now, the Eagles are in a little bit of the driver's seat here in crunch time.
Yep, got to make the free throws, and then on the inbound, eventually after either Gulf Coast State, if they make a shot on their next possession, you got to be able to handle the pressure.
So a 4-point game. Is it Ware that'll be at the free throw line? Yes. So Ware just hit back-to-back free throws. And he hits. Good friendly roll for D'Angelo Ware. Five-point lead. And he'll miss the front end of that. Now Pierre-Louis will bring it up with 20. Heaves a deep 3. That rattles in and out. Deep rebound comes to Marzette. Marzette, is he not even in the game?
Yeah.
That's what are you doing?
Ultimately, I don't know.
Sean Wilson stood up in the corner on the baseline. I thought that he was a player.
Yeah,
you gotta help your team out a little bit better than that. I don't think you blame Marzette on that pass there. Wow. Don't see that very often. A turnover by Gulf Coast State, and gotta love it there if you're TCC. Coming around is Ellis, and I'd say this one's in the bag here, Brett.
Make these free throws, you're sitting pretty.
I'll tell you what, these last 8 minutes, Brett, feel like they've taken a lifetime. We played like 2 games in here. I think that if you look back at the tape and look back at everything that went down with the double technicals, the warnings, all that being said, this Gulf Coast State team is a tough team to play, and you come away with a win. A win's a win. It doesn't matter at this stage of the game, and you get a sweep against Gulf Coast State going 4-0.
Yeah, in the Panhandle Conference, you know at no point that any game is going to come easy, any win is going to come easy. This was a battle from start to finish, and both teams played some really good basketball at points, and both teams, struggled at points. And we'll probably finish this one up. We got 12 seconds left. TCC leading 75-68. This is TCC basketball live on tcceagles.com.
Twelve seconds left, 75-68. We're just about ready to wrap this one up. Here Lee jacks a deep one. Comes way off, rebound by Marzette. His shot won't go, rebound Rubio, and they're going to call it a game.
I think the officials were trying to wait as long as they could for that buzzer to sound, and it does, and what a huge win for the Eagles at home.
Yeah, TCC on top, 75-68. Looking at it big picture, Brett, the Eagles will move to 11-2 in conference, 17-2 overall. They still maintain that game lead on Chipola, who is 10-3 in conference, and it's just a battle. It's a battle day in and day out. The Eagles went 4-0 in their last round. They're looking to go 4-0 again in this round, but if you're looking at it big picture, 7 wins in a row sounds pretty good if you're Coach Zach September.
Yeah, and a really big game coming up at Chipola this week, and I got to see if I can make the trip to Mariana, because that would be an amazing game to be at. We've seen them play 3 times, and the first 2 games were kind of uneven. This last game, when Chipola came to the Eagle Dome, was a great matchup, and it'll be the finale, the regular season finale between those teams, as TCC will move into their third to last game in the round 4 of the Panhandle Conference regular season slate.
El Ellis with 21 points, D'Angelo Ware with 12, Jeremiah Kendall with 11, Tyler Poindexter with 9 3-3s, and Amir Golazada, another good game from him off the bench with 9 points, Sean Walker with 7, an all-around even performance from the Eagles, which is what you expect in these matchups.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the defense from a number of guys. Some guys that don't always contribute on the defensive side of the ball. Amir Golazada was everywhere tonight, cutting off passing lanes, chasing after rebounds, chasing after loose balls. It really adds another element to his game when he's shooting the 3 on one end and playing such great defense on the other.
Well, looking forward to the next couple of games here, Brett, for TCC. They will play at Chipola March 23rd, 8:30, and really, that seems to be what will decide who wins the Panhandle Conference. I know that I'll be tuned in there. I don't know if we'll make the trip or not. It's about an hour to the west of Tallahassee, but it's a big game in the grand scheme of things because you want to be the top team coming out of the Panhandle Conference for an at-large bid, possibly to the national tournament, but also going into the Region 8 state tournament here that will be held over at Northwest Florida State.
Yeah, this is more about just momentum. I mean, there's a lot on the line in those games. And then after that game, it's going to be really important to not leave it all out on the floor. Obviously, you want to play your best game on Thursday, but then not leave it all out on the floor because you've got 2 more really important games after that one.
TCC had a big break, a lot of time off to come and sit for this game. I know that Coach Attembre is excited after going 1-3 against Gulf Coast State last year to go 4-0 with the sweep. And with this, that great time off that you had, you also have to play those 4 games in 8 days. And that slate has been tough for TCC throughout the season, especially when you go up against Pensacola State in the last game of the round, where we've seen them come up a little bit short on energy playing those many games in a row. So that's all we got here from Tallahassee. The Eagles win 75-68. This was a broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. For Luke Fay and Brett Rutherford, good night and go Eagles.